What is going on, nerds and nerdettes? It's your boy Stevie B with this week's haul video. Not a whole lot going on this week. I just got a couple of Midtown stuff or things. Like I said last week, of course, President's Day fell on Monday, so I didn't get no mail on Monday. So I just decided there was only going to be like 2 books, so I decided, well, let's just combine them all and do Midtown stuff, 2 weeks of Midtown stuff, which ended up being 4 books. So, anyway, so we'll get into them. Like I said, pretty relatively small stack of books. Oh, man, what's going on in the world today, man? Everybody, well, let's see, everybody's crapping on Madam Web. Haven't seen it yet. Been reading about it, though. Man, usually I don't take critics seriously because, let's face it, this movie, everybody hated this movie before it ever even hit the box office, and so I don't usually take it serious. But there is a channel that I do follow with it's got movie, comic book movie news and stuff like that. Probably follow it, called Emergency Awesome, and the guy that runs that channel, he's usually pretty optimistic about movies, and it really takes a lot for him to say it was a bad movie. He may say, it wasn't the best, or but he'd try to point something out in it that that some kind of redeeming quality in it, and he couldn't even do it. He was like, man, this movie was just terrible. Sad thing about it is that movie was, I think it was supposed to be the catalyst to start off Sony's, own Spider-Verse, contained universe for Spider-Man. And I think the plan was, to make Andrew Garfield their Spider-Man, or maybe even Miles Morales at some point. But I think that they trashed this movie so bad that this movie was meant to set it up, and they did such a poor job setting anything up with this movie that now it puts all the other movies in jeopardy. So the last hope is Craven. I'm really hoping and praying that they don't butcher Craven. Sony's gonna have to take a step back and realize that the only successful movies that they have ever produced with Marvel characters outside of the animated Into the Spider-Verse is when Marvel, took their Spider-Man and basically, held their hand through the cinematic universe and brought him into that. I don't know if it screams a lot for their writers or if it screams a lot about Sony rushing projects. I think Sony's got spoiled to the fact that, any Marvel movie, any superhero movie that they crap out is going to make bank at the box office. And now they're seeing that people are getting tired of paying money to go see shitty movies. So maybe, just maybe, this will be a wake-up call for them, and they'll say, okay, look, something's got to change, because people aren't just buying anything with a Marvel stamp on it now. So who knows? But my advice is everybody, of course, everybody's going to go, dump their copies of ASM 210, first appearance of Madam Web. Just like everybody went, just like ASM 361, the value on that book tanked as soon as, Venom 2 came out. And people started ditching these books, and that's a mistake, guys. Y'all, people think that if it's not involved in a successful movie, then it's not a key book. That's not true. It's still a key book. First appearance of Madam Web is still a major key Just because the movie sucked doesn't mean her character sucks in the comics. Same with Carnage. Carnage is still a major key book. And now, so if I were you guys, I'd be snatching the 361s up for under $100 now, all day long. $100 raw. Specify raw. Whenever you hear me speak of comic books and prices, I'm speaking from raw prices, because I don't give a damn how much they cost in the graded comics. But but you can get a really clean copy of 361 raw for about $100 or less even now. And the same thing's going to happen with ASM 210. It's already starting to tank. You'll be able to pick a decent copy of that up for $20 to $30 eventually. Now's the time to go buy them things, man, because they're just going to go back up organically. You know, when the movie hype's done and people are done being pissed off because the movie sucked, and you know, Marvel starts utilizing those characters more and more in the storylines, then those books will start to grow again. But personally, I love the slump. I love this down market. I've been able to pick up some monster key books that I would never have been able to pick up 6 months ago, even a year. My Iron Man right there, that book was a couple $100 for I don't know how long. I mean, the first appearance of Morbius was able to pick up, lower grade, but pick up a copy of that for $60 was unheard of a year ago, or even 6 months ago. But so I'm loving it. Y'all keep specking on the movie specs. Y'all keep driving the prices up when the movie announces, and dropping them in the garbage when the movie flops, and I'll go in and scoop them bad boys up. There's still a few on my list. I'm after. I'm waiting for them to just calm down just a little bit more. First appearance of Mary Jane. I'd still like to have that one. That's one that's been on my list for a while, but it's just been way up there. It's starting to creep down a little bit now. But anyway, enough of me rambling on like an old wizard. I don't even know what that means. Wink, I'm sorry, dude. I don't even know. Droning on like an old wizard. I have no idea what that means. But anyway, enough rambling. Enough of the monologue. Let's get on to the books. First up, from my Midtown, this is Justice League versus King Kong and Godzilla, number 5. I'm actually going to pick these out and finish reading these today after I get done. But this Michael Cho cover is the one I chose. I kind of dig the cover. It's a concept that interests me, and I'll probably get all 5 of them, and then it'll suck. But I'm gonna get them anyway. Next up is Wolverine number 43. I believe is part 3 in the Sabretooth Wars. Everybody, I'm a big fan of Sabretooth. Probably my favorite X character, I call him. Cannot wait for him to. I hope they don't erase this character in Deadpool 3. I hope Sabretooth comes back when they start bringing out the X-Men movies, and I hope he gets a solo movie at some point. So I think this is a great character to get his own solo. All right, next up, man, me and this book have gone around. I'm telling you what, I had a hard time finding it at first, and the reason I had a hard time finding it was mainly my fault, but I was looking the wrong one. But this is supposed to be a first appearance, and CGC doesn't recognize it as the first appearance. My CLZ app doesn't recognize it as the first appearance. And I mean, the only place I can find it as a first appearance is like the Marvel Wiki or something that verifies it's the first appearance, but nothing else acknowledges it as the first appearance. But it's supposed to be the first appearance of, I won't pronounce this wrong, Ginny DeGal, the War Devil, the first hunter of men, or whatever. But it's spelled all weird. But this is the 1 in 25 Chad Hardin cover. Beautiful cover. But anyway, it is supposed to be a first appearance, and I cannot pronounce that, so I'll let you guys decipher that. Ginny Degal, War Devil, whatever. So I picked it up. I like Hulk. I haven't been reading much of it, but it's a character that I do like. Next up, oh yeah, of course they released another foil facsimile, and of course I had to get it. And this is Green Lantern number 87, Green Lantern Green Arrow number 87, the first appearance of John Stewart, Green Lantern, second appearance of Guy Gardner in the foil. I wasn't sure how this foil would translate on a white comic, but it's actually pretty badass. I'm actually a fan. There we go. We get that light shining on it. Of course, the white part doesn't seem, well, actually it does. The white part does seem kind of foily, but it actually looks pretty gorgeous on there. I'm not gonna lie. Loving it. Still loving the foil facsimiles. I'm excited to know. I speculated when they did number 2, but Secret Wars number 1 and number 2 came out with a full facsimile, and I did some digging, and it looks as though they are going to do the entire 12-part mini-series, maxi-series, the entire 12-part series with full facsimile covers. I can't wait. That is such a cool collection to put together, in my opinion. I know some of y'all hating on the foil. You hate it. It's a money grab. It's FOMO and blah, 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 whatever other derogatory terms you can come up with that, to say that anybody that collects them is stupid. I love them. So if I love them, then it's not stupid. If y'all love them, it's not stupid. Anyway, next up, got this off eBay. Guy shipped it in a bubble mailer with no cardboard whatsoever. Dropped the book. And it did have a bag and one of the cheapest backing boards I've ever seen. I mean, you could literally hold it on the end and it just bent. It folded. It was almost like construction paper. But when I got it, luckily it didn't damage the spine, but the book was kind of warped. I mean, but I got it in you can still see I got it in 2 bags and boards, and it still has a little bit of warpage to it, but not as bad. Yeah, there you go. You can see it there. But boy, I messaged him and told him, dude, look, I ain't trying to beat you up, and I'm not trying to get any money out of you. The spine is fine. I think the warpage will eventually work itself out in the box, but dude, you can't ship comics like that. Have you ever shipped a comic book? Anyway, but I got, I guess I'll tell you what the book is. X-Men Adventures number 1. I figured I better pull the trigger on this one, X-Men 97's coming out, and that's basically what this is based off of. And it's also the first appearance of Morph, who everybody is just loving right now. I can't tell you about how much love I keep hearing for Morph. What they, how they changed Morph in the new X-Men animated series. Boy. Yeah. Yes, I am dripping with sarcasm. I'm not going to care. Honestly, to be honest with you, if you're going to make someone gender fluid, it's somebody that can morph into anything would make sense to me, honestly. So I'm not even going to be mad at it. But the other thing everybody seems to be mad at is Rogue's ass. Man, Rogue's ass is getting so much hate in the new X-Men 97 cartoon. apparently they flattened it out a little bit, and she doesn't have that onion butt, that everybody was loving from the 97 series, the original series. So she's got a flat booty, and people seem to be more mad about that than the gender fluid morph character. Anyway, I'm gonna watch X-Men 97 anyway because I loved the series. I'm excited to see what they do with it going forward. So take that for what you will. Not really concerned what anybody else's opinion of it is. If it's good, it's good. But anyway, last up, and we'll get out of here. This I purchased off another regular customer of mine. It comes into the store. His name's Noah. He's a good dude. He usually, whenever he gets some comic books, he cuts me a good deal. I really wasn't interested in these at first, but he kind of, first he told me, "Here, dude, just pick some out and take them." He said, "I just don't want them." And then I gave him, I picked out, well, altogether, I picked out 4 and gave him like $5 for them, which is kind of a steal. I just wasn't really interested in them to pay. I wasn't really going to pay anything for them if I didn't want them. But there's some Spawn books, early Spawn. This is Spawn number 6, first appearance of Overkill and Tony Twist, who I guess was a hockey player, and they used his likeness in there, and they did like a 5-year lawsuit against them where they settled for $5 million or something like that. But yeah. And then number 8, it's the first appearance of the Vindicator. Now I have this will be the last 3 of these are going to be multiples for me, duplicates, because I have these already. But first appearance of the Vindicator, number 8. Number 9, we all know what that is. First appearance of Angela, who ended up becoming Thor's sister in Marvel after a big old lawsuit. So that's kind of the bigger book of all of them. I think they haven't really done a whole lot with Angela, I don't think, in a while. So we'll see what happens. And the last one, simply because I like this Cerebus crossover cover. That's kind of a cool cover. Look, I don't know if I'd call it iconic, but very highly recognizable. It's not a key, no key any other way. You have to excuse me. The more I talk, the drier my throat gets, and the more I cough in the microphone. I apologize. But anyway, I almost made it through without choking all over y'all. But anyway, that is the haul video for this week. Be sure you tune in tomorrow, because as soon as I shut the camera off, we're going to unbox the set. I want to say these are 93 or I want to say these were 1993. Anyway, you all know the saga of the Skybox, Batman Saga of the Dark Knight. It's an unopened box. Box does have a little damage to it. It's been stored. Hopefully that doesn't translate into the cards. I got them pretty cheap because of the box damage, but I didn't care about the box damage because I'm going to open them up anyway. But we are chasing the big Sky Disc insert card, so be sure to come back tomorrow to check that out. You don't want to miss that. See if I have better luck. This little pack break video tomorrow was inspired by my friend Alex Winking. He's been opening packs, and I've been laughing at him opening up Star Wars autograph cards, and he gets Jawa number 3, his autograph, and he's just getting crappy cards. Pokemon cards, crappy. So I'm going to show him how to do some pack breaks and how to get some decent cards out of your boxes. So tune in for that. But at any rate, before you guys go, if you wouldn't mind, do all those YouTube things we'd like for you to do. Like, subscribe, comment, and share. But that is going to do it for this one. We will see you guys in the next one. Peace.